And welcome back to the greatest show on earth. Today I'm joined with my lovely co-host, Dolfo. We're missing one today, but we're doing a little bit of a rotation. And today we're going to be going over episode 5 of Marvel's Secret Invasion, starring Nick Fury, The Harvest, penultimate episode.
I love when we use big words on the podcast.
he stared at me for a second. He was like, penultimate. That means second to last.
It is. We've gone over this a couple times. Do you guys go back to our penultimate episodes of the other reviews? We bring up that word a lot. It's a good word. I love that word.
Yeah.
Well, let's go over The Harvest, the title of the episode.
Yes.
Do you think it's crazy that Nick Fury got the blood of the Avengers to start off with?
No, I don't think it's crazy.
Like, it's one of those things that, you know, if the United States comes out with, like, anytime they come out with something dirty that they did, we're like, oh, of course, because, you know, they're dirty scumbags.
Yeah.
But
I feel like if it wasn't Nick Fury who did it, somebody else would have.
I think what the biggest surprise from that was that Gravik was the Skrull in charge
of that, yeah.
going in and getting the blood.
Yeah.
That means that he got the blood, and then in his head he was like, you know what we could use this blood for?
Yeah.
Nefarious reasons.
Well, it's funny because that reminded me, just real quick, of Justice League Unlimited in the episode where Terry McGinnis, the Batman Beyond,
I know.
he goes to visit Amanda Waller, and he finds out that
He's
Bruce
the
is
clone?
Yeah, he's pretty much like a clone of Bruce, and he asks, how did you get Bruce's DNA? And Amanda Waller replies, well, he left it everywhere as Batman.
Everywhere.
Not that hard. Which kind of reminds me of this, like the Battle of New York, Sokovia, they've left traces of blood everywhere.
Yeah, it's not like the Battle of the Earth, I guess is what they're calling it, the Battle of Earth.
Yeah.
It's not like that's the only battle they're going to find blood.
Yes, exactly.
Come on.
And it's maybe Gravik's just the first one to, a light bulb go off.
Well, he's not the first one.
That's true. He's not the first one.
I don't know if you know, but we saw this in She-Hulk.
We did, yeah.
Somebody else was trying to get the blood of superpowered women. What's the best blood, like in this scenario, right? Whose power, or I guess what abilities do you want from the Avengers at this point?
Like if I had to pick one.
Yeah, you're like, okay, we're both Gravik. We're both trying to get powers. We found the blood. Who do you go first?
Honestly, I feel like Hulk is the best bet.
And we've seen that it works too with the other guy. No,
Yeah.
well, okay. So like it worked, but I don't even, because the whole finale of She-Hulk is like this weird like meta, like breaking the fourth wall. So who knows?
Well, even then, like the Skrulls are already shapeshifters. So I feel like they're just going to adapt to it a lot better than humans.
Damn, dude. I feel like I would want like Captain Marvel, bro. Doctor Strange and all that. Like if you grab his blood, I'm assuming you're not getting like
magic.
Yeah.
You still have to be able to wield the magic.
Right? Like you have, I'm assuming that's not in your blood is what I'm assuming.
Well, we did see that in Spider-Man with Ned, where his grandma's like, you got magic in your blood.
Then yeah, maybe. Well, I'm thinking because if you get like Rhodey's blood, it's not like, or like even Iron Man, like Tony Stark's, right? If you get his blood, it's not like
you're smart.
Yeah. So maybe magic, yes, it's in your blood. I believe more Doctor Strange blood than the like.
That's why I feel like Hulk is the best bet, because it's already contaminated blood.
I don't know, Captain Marvel.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know, because her powers are light based, so
no, but it's gamma radiation.
It is, bro. That's true.
So it's it's gamma, right? It's Captain Marvel, Captain America, and Hulk are all gamma based. Is what it feels
because
like.
the super soldier serum is gamma based.
We start off the episode, dude. I'm glad you're here. I don't know if you haven't really been watching our reviews of me and Daniel, but we've been going at it with plot twists, theories, and all that. But we're talking about how every episode ends in a cliffhanger, and then right away they start off with like what's going on. We both.
Yes.
I thought Talos wasn't dead. Did you think Talos was actually dead when that happened, or?
I did, because Maria Hill was dead. Like we'd had already seen it in the first episode.
Yeah, but Gaia didn't die. That's why.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just feel like Talos is a much higher, like he's a more important character than Gaia.
Yes.
Like, I'm sorry, he is. So like I feel like.
So you in that, I feel like in that sense you would think he wouldn't die.
No, in that sense it's like if he does die,
it's more of an impact.
It's more of an impact. People are gonna care more if Talos dies than if Gaia dies.
Yeah, because she's a newer character.
Yes.
Right off the bat, we figure out he's dead.
And hero's death.
Yeah, no, dude, that funeral was amazing. I really liked the way they presented that funeral. They had Gaia and Priscilla doing their little prayers and Skrullian.
They're just like their ceremonies, I guess.
It's like it reminded me of the Black Panther. Black Panther had a way better funeral.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying. I mean, he had a king's funeral. Talos just had him and his daughter and a random woman that he just met that day, pretty much. But Nick Fury. I don't. This kind of ties both seasons in, but as he's rolling the president down the hallway, he's whispering in his ear, "Rhodey's a Skrull. Don't
trust him."
Yeah, and it wasn't the Russians. That's pretty much all he's doing. And then towards like the end, Rhodey comes in and tells the president it was the Russians, blah blah blah, all that shit. Do you think the president believes him, or do you think he heard Nick Fury?
I think he heard Nick Fury. I think that'll come back to, but he didn't hear Nick Fury. I think he's gonna be like, "Oh, I heard voices or something."
Yeah, like I have that inclination.
Gut feeling. Gut feeling where hey,
I shouldn't believe Rhodey.
Because they're trying to do like a reverse psychology where they're like, "Oh, hey, like this is actually where they're at. Like this is their base."
Like in the TV sense of it, they set it up in a way to make us believe that he's believing Rhodey.
Yes.
For that plot twist to be like, "Oh, I don't believe him."
Yeah.
Like all along, like he got.
Because he even says that he's like, "I can't attack Russian soil."
Yeah, he's
like
already getting in his mind that he can't do it. It's not reliable. We shouldn't attack Russia. I just thought that was badass that he pulled out a chair and just
sat there. Yeah.
Which I mean, I don't know what's gonna do because pretty much Rhodey came in and pretty much just dismissed him.
Yeah, dismissed him.
Okay, well, tomato, you know.
Do you think we see Rhodey's Skrull die at the end, episode 6? Or do you think...
No, I think Rhodey's Skrull needs some redemption. Not in the sense that they are making Rhodey out to be like pure evil. Like his character doesn't have a lot of...
motivation, I guess?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like there's no motivation for that character to be evil other than he's just listening to Gravik.
Yeah, or for the sake of being evil, pretty much. I guess for the sake of the Skrulls, even in that sense, I don't get that feeling from Rhodey that he wants to better the Skrulls.
I don't know. Theories out there, I've heard so many things. One, this Skrull Rhodey's gonna die. We're gonna get the real one for Armor Wars.
Oh, I think that's happening for sure. I think we're getting the real Rhodey for sure. Armor Wars, 100%. I think the real Rhodey, no matter what happens, moving on after the end, is Rhodey.
You think so?
Yes, but go ahead.
So you think we'll find out where the real Rhodey is?
I hope
after this episode or in Armor Wars?
Yes. This scene has stuck with me for a long time. It's in the trailer. It's Gaia or
Emilia Clarke.
Yeah. She's looking down on all these bodies in the room, and she's just like looking down on it. And I believe that's the room that Rhodey is in. So that's the one scene that's kept with me. And now that it hasn't been shown, I'm like, it has to be. That's the room that Rhodey and Everett Ross are in, and they're gonna come back and fight or whatever. I don't know.
So we see Gravik snap.
No, well, I was gonna bring up. So in our last review, me and Daniel, we were talking about how Gravik wasn't a great leader. Yeah. Like he's doing a lot of things that I feel would cause a revolt or some sort. And I'm really happy that happened because it just, as somebody who reviews movies, we talk about this stuff and we look at those little nuances that happen and we're like, oh, we don't know if it's a writer's mistake or if it's supposed to be played out like that. But I'm so happy that we caught that.
Yeah.
Because this episode pretty much showed us Pagan challenging Gravik
and dying.
Yeah. Oh my God, man. When that happened, dude, how happy I was because me and Daniel hit it on the head, man. No. So yeah, Pagan, rightfully so, bro. Like Gravik's been doing a lot of things that are not great as a leader. And
he calls him out for it.
Yeah.
He just calls him out for it.
Rightfully so. Yeah. And he dies. And that's such a bad way as a leader to especially in front of everybody.
In front of everyone.
Yeah.
Everything about that, he handled it wrong because he killed him and then he immediately told everybody
to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he's like, you guys don't have a voice here.
Yeah, you're shadowless. You're shadowless. You don't have a face.
You don't have a face, yeah.
Yeah,
he pretty much called them nobodies.
Yeah.
So dude, that's already you already messed up.
Yeah, you're already going down the wrong road. It's not good look for Gravik. And then on top of that, so the scene that complemented that scene was when everybody attacked him. When that happened, I was like, yes, we got it in the same episode. I was right. People are starting to get sick of him because I'm sick of him. I'm like, Gravik, he's doing a lot of things that a leader wouldn't do, and I'm so happy that I saw that progression. I was like, yeah, Gravik's not a natural born leader in any way. He hasn't shown any. So for him to pretty much get a revolt like that, just makes me happy. Makes me feel
do you think that's the reason that him and Nick Fury split up in the first place? Nick Fury, worked with him, especially they were talking about the Battle of Earth. He was in charge of getting the DNA. Do you think Nick Fury saw that and was like, hey, this guy's not a leader?
Maybe he's trying to suppress him and Gravik's like, I'm ready for a bigger role. Yeah. And Nick was like, you're not ready. And I can get you ready, but you're not ready now.
Not ready.
Yeah. I feel like that could have happened. I feel like that's a lot smarter to think that Gravik, because we see that on TV all the time. Like somebody tries to go up a step before they're ready.
Yes.
And they're like, oh, I know I'm ready. And then they find out they're not ready. And they're like, oh, well, now I got to keep training.
And Nick
whatever.
Fury, of all people, would know that.
One of the saddest deaths, though, was Beto. Me and, as Daniel call him, Beto. I mean, I think that's his name, but I like calling him Beto. Yeah, man, he kills him pretty much in front of everybody, which is, okay, at this point, Gravik's already like, there's nothing he can do.
Yeah, there's no going back.
Yeah, there's no going back. So he has to kill him, and he has to pretty much rule over as a dictator, as a Iron Fist.
Yes.
We're doing this. Like, I'm the one with the superpowers. You cannot defeat me. Literally, like they tried. We do get along the same scenes with Gaia and the funeral and everything. They're also at the was the funeral first, and then the
Yes, I think the funeral was first.
The invasion. I'm surprised that the invasion happened. Like it took a while. Not in the TV sense, but in the Gravik should have put out that hit a lot sooner.
Oh yeah. I thought you meant within the episode.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not saying within the time frame of the episode. I'm saying within the time frame of their world.
Yes.
That Gravik was a little slow on
like
that.
As soon as he suspected something, he should have just
The same way, with Gaia.
right then and there.
Yeah, he like shot Gaia like right after, and he was like, I don't know. I'm just also because he suspected Priscilla not to go through with it. Honestly, if you were Gravik, I would have had somebody outside the house as soon as Nick Fury walked out.
Which goes back to his leadership skills, like just poor man management.
Yeah. But what did you think of the fight?
I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah. I mean, for me at this point, it takes a lot for a fight scene to wow me. So for me, it was just standard fight scene.
Yeah.
Gaia and Priscilla just taking out people, being badasses, shotguns, putting on I thought them putting on the vest was pretty cool, but I mean, there's not much to say about the scene apart from it's cool action.
I think, most of these TV shows have, their cliche, fight scenes. Let's get them through.
I will bring it up when it sucks or when it's really great, but I think like this was just middle of the park. It was entertaining. I enjoyed it.
Do you think they've left too much for the last episode? We've talked about this before with like She-Hulk, where episode 5 left the cliffhanger for episode 5 was too big, like for She-Hulk.
Yeah.
To where the last episode was too crammed. They try to fit too much in. Do you think that's the same problem with
Do you think
Secret Invasion?
I feel like no, just because the way they left off episode 5, I felt like it was a correct decision. I don't want to talk about that just yet.
No, because I agree, because I was thinking about that. I was like, well, main thing is going to be Nick Fury versus Gravik.
Yeah.
But I don't see any other loose ends in the background that need to be resolved right away.
No, I don't think so either. Well, I was going to bring up, because towards the end, we also get Sonya Fallsworth. She joins Nick Fury, but before that, I mean, if you're not paying attention, then you might have missed why she went to talk to that one guy, the red-haired guy. I don't know his name. He's there. Do you think Sonya Fallsworth is like more badass than like Valentina? Because we pretty much got it in phase 4 or 5, 2 like badass women who like they're older and they don't take shit, and they're pretty much presented at the same sense as Nick Fury, as like they can get shit done.
I think Valentina and
I forgot Valentina's
Valentina and Sonya, I think they're two different characters, and I think the way they present themselves are very different.
Okay. For me, I get the same, like they're the same character, but
I think Sonya is a little bit more means to an end. Like she'll do what she has to get things done.
Yeah.
Where Valentina is, she kind of she delegates a lot more.
Okay. I see. Okay, so Sonya's more hands-on.
Sonya is definitely more hands-on.
Okay, yeah, I agree with you with that, because she shot the guy at the hand, like no hesitation.
Yeah, no hesitation.
Like I can't say the word hesitate. I hesitated for a bit. Or who says that? Don't
blink.
Don't
freeze.
Don't freeze with Black Panther. He froze. Okay. Sonya pretty much gets the lowdown by Nick Fury that Rhodey is the Skrull. For so much that Sonya knows.
I'm surprised she didn't know that.
Yeah. She was like, Rhodey told me everything. Russia was the one that attacked. We're about to go for Russia. And like Nick's like, hey.
Like pump the brakes.
He's a Skrull. Like you knew that guy was a Skrull, but you didn't know Rhodey was come on. Let's Sonya, let's
think a little here.
But he takes her to Finland, to the grave.
His grave.
Yeah. Do you think it's smart to have a lot of graves around the world?
I feel like at a point it's like, hey, why does this dude have like a dozen? Maybe like 3 or 4.
Just people on the internet are smart, right? I feel like people would notice that, or maybe not. Maybe
they're in a remote enough places to where people don't get there often.
No, but like even then, bro, like the same way in the in Miss Marvel, that there's a bloggers and everything, and they go over shit. Their secrets aren't safe from the blogger.
Yes,
I'm just saying. But apart from that, we find out that what did we find out during the whole
where he's got the DNA?
Yeah,
he goes to his grave and he blows on it and it like just to where the DNA is hidden. Do you think something's gonna happen to that DNA?
I hope it gets destroyed. I mean,
like that's kind of what I was asking. I don't think it's gonna get destroyed. I think it's gonna end up in somebody else's hands.
I think Gaia's gonna be the one that ends up with the powers.
You think so?
Yeah, because you can't give it to Gravik. Because if you give it to Gravik, then at that point you either have to kill him, which at this point I think he's so far gone, you have to kill him, right? Like there's no.
I don't see how Gravik fits into the MCU going forward.
Yeah, unless I mean you can put him in jail and then he comes back and he's just one of those people that, because at this point his motivation is that he can just be pure evil, I guess, if that makes sense. Like at least Thanos had, like, he thought he was right.
Yeah.
But Gravik is more like, I'm gonna destroy you no matter what.
What? Yeah.
At this point, because like I feel like Nick Fury's gonna destroy him. So he puts on his little eye patch, his coat. Nick Fury's back, baby. He makes a phone call. Do we know who he calls? Like,
Yeah, he calls Gravik.
does he?
Yeah. That's when he tells him, like,
Give me a second. I'm gonna.
unless when he calls Gravik, it's somewhere else. But I'm pretty sure he calls Gravik and he tells him, he's
Be
like,
ready?
hey, yeah, be ready. I'll meet you here.
Oh my God. I thought he was calling for backup. Give me a second. You're probably right. Okay, so he's calling Gravik. Does it show that he's calling Gravik?
Yeah, they go back and forth.
I'm just saying, I can't find it. And
Okay, but yeah, I guess that's a different call scene then. I don't know who he's calling.
I mean, it does make sense that he could be calling Gravik. In my like headcanon, I was hoping that,
Maria Hill?
I mean, Maria Hill, Captain Marvel,
I don't think
Bucky,
we see any of the Marvels. I don't think we see him in this movie.
or not even Monica could come in. She has powers. She would be small enough, but big enough because she's in the Marvels to where she could be in the finale of. Like that's one
Yeah.
that for me would make sense because they're both in the trailer, like helping each other out. I don't know.
I guess we'll see. I heard it's supposed to lead into Armor Wars, but
Yeah, Armor Wars. I thought it was supposed to lead into the Marvels.
I don't know. I've heard so many different things at this point.
Yeah, man, I'm excited for the final episode. A lot of people do not like Secret Invasion.
No.
I've been giving it thumbs up every episode because I enjoy the show.
I like a spy show.
It's
At the end of the day, it's a spy show. It's a thriller.
I will say it's Andor light. You know, like Miller
Oh,
Lite, yeah.
well, yeah, I can't compare it to Andor.
It's hard,
but,
yeah, because Andor just
But it's in that same
sphere
dimension, I guess, universe.
Yeah. Here's Andor, and then Secret Invasion's like
Down
here
there,
somewhere.
yeah.
Like it was just everybody's like shitting on Secret Invasion, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, it's a good.
They're
show.
like, oh, they use the name for no reason, and it's not really a secret invasion, and it's like,
it is a Secret Invasion.
let us know down below in the comments. What are your thoughts and predictions for the season finale? Do you think it's going to lead into Armor Wars? Do you think it's going to lead into the Marvels?